front.
Okay.
Tiny windows.
Hey,
If I
hello.
nah.
What's up? We can do builds. Basically, we're talking about realm or the realm I'm gonna be
Call it.
making for Minecraft. Basically, so we're just on here just talking. Basically, just talking.
Supposedly, the idea that we're making is we're wanting to do it towards different kingdoms or different communities. Basically, the rules would follow. I would have one and he would have one, but after maybe 5 more people join said realm, what we would do is do a group voting on
Yes.
who would be the third herald of a kingdom
Yep.
and see how that works.
Cause like this is like us just going on like talking about it, trying to figure it out. Cause I am going to be making. We're gonna be making one for sure. 100%. Um, that's what are we doing. We're gonna 100% make the realm. It's gonna be role play no matter what. So you can role play in here. So we can do that. We can role play in the server. We're going to be making me and Butler Fire. Um, you can stream in there. You know, all small content creators, all be massive. I want this to become good. Um, so right now we're just talking, seeing what we builds for our next survival. You know, trying to come in with good ideas. But it's gonna be all of it is gonna be kingdoms. We're gonna have everything. It's gonna go full out kingdom vibes. You can guys do. I'm gonna try to put mods in when I can to you know, implement it and stuff. But we're gonna start talking about it a little bit more. But that is the plan of us, me and Butler Fire over here, to figure out what are we going to do to make the server and the ideas of the storyline. Like you
I
can,
feel like not so much storyline, but more or less just see how communities progress more like.
yeah,
Because over time, things will happen, over time, things will escalate if needed,
yeah.
or unnaturally.
Because
It's more or
if you
less
guys are gonna
just,
start
it's
a
just
war,
community.
yeah, if you guys are gonna start a war with each other,
That's on
I
your own shit.
that's
You guys
on
have
you.
your own
You got
issues.
there's going to be allies, allies
No,
in
no,
the
no, 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 no,
game.
no. It's basically this. Basically it's this. Each person has their own kingdom, a community. People are
Yep.
voted in as hierarchy.
Mhm.
You have villagers who can market anything they want. They have services. They can do all
Yes.
this. What will happen is that there's no structure when it comes to this has to happen and this has to happen. You do whatever, but I would recommend it be nice and very fundamental because you never
Yeah.
know when someone's gonna be like, "Huh, we're powerful. Let's go invade them. They can't stop us."
Oh yeah.
It's best because anyone can have allies, or people can just be secluded by themselves. Anyone can make just a tiny village, or
And
someone can just make a huge kingdom.
yeah,
It's
100%.
literally just community all together.
Yeah, see what like that.
Let
But
imagination
we
take
are
full.
we are going to making a one part of the realm, one portal. No one else can make it. It's just gonna be one in one specific area.
That would make
And
sense. I feel
so
like what would have to happen is if that's the case, what we should do is make the realm us not be a part of it when it comes to the survival aspect,
yeah,
but almost like spectators. Because if anything, we should have everyone else in survival, and we at least create the community portal. I would say
yeah,
because it would make sense. Because if we do this, what would be nice is if we had people from one absent of the overworld,
and there will
and then it would
be
be
how I want
basically
it.
almost.
Cause how I want it is like there's gonna be adventurers. All right, there's gonna be adventurers. You know, kingdoms. You know, you can guys can do whatever you guys want to your kingdom, but there's gonna be
Wait a minute.
adventurers
Wait a
and
minute. Wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
I just thought of a better thing. What we should do is instead do the kingdom thing. What we should do is do like an adventurers guild. An adventurers guild.
That's what I'm saying.
Pardon
Like,
the
we're gonna make
freaking
guild
voice
because
cracker like lisp.
you
What
can
it's
do.
almost like my
You
voice came
can
out.
become powerful in there with all you want. But if you're like, if you decide, you know what, I want to go straight to evil, and I wanted to show, start a war, fine. But you better be like ready for that fight, no matter what. If there's gonna be a war,
And
cool.
now I'm just wondering though, once you die, you die.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you die, if you die on that character, you gotta change your skin and create a whole different persona. It's just like GTA role playing. Now it's Minecraft role playing. I
Hmm,
don't know, it's out there. I
that
don't know if
works.
there's servers like that, but I want to create that. So what's going to happen is, okay, what's going to happen is, that's our idea. Full in. I'm gonna try to create it, okay? Don't know when.
Minecraft roleplay server.
Exactly. It's gonna be a role play. I will be writing it down. I will be, text what is all the rules. I will try to explain it to you guys if I have to. I will be fine with that. But basically, the whole realm, it's just like an anime. If you ever guys watch anime, cool. If you guys didn't, recommend it. You'll get my concept. The whole thing is just gonna be, there's an adventurers guild. There's gonna be kingdoms. There's gonna be, you know. But I will be adding mods later on. Probably magic, mostly the what was that
Nah,
called?
because you gotta understand, not a whole lot of people will have possible consoles or anything that's be able
Oh,
to
true,
run
true, true,
this.
true, true, true,
So I
true.
would say just keep it plain,
So yeah, okay,
because
like
what
you
we
said,
can do is
like you said,
slowly do things with the base game.
yeah. So slowly, like basically slowly start adding stuff to it.
I'm not thinking slowly add stuff. I feel like if we did add one thing, because I am kind of interested in the Adventurers Guild thing.
Yeah,
Basically, anyone can do whatever they want.
100%.
Anyone can be like a. I feel like everyone in this realm would be an adventurer. They have to go
Mhm.
through the guild. That's us.
Yeah.
With basically, we have a community quest board,
Mhm.
and over time, your ranking goes up.
Yeah.
And ooh,
That's a good idea.
hold
And
on.
then you get better gear
Ah,
too. Ooh, I can add the mod of the armor to make it look better.
that could work.
That can work too.
Here's another thing. What we could do is also implement obviously the whole idea of raids. That'll be almost like a common thing. Not so much common, but semi-common.
And I would try to
But I feel like
add
we should
a.
add something
I was
where there's
thinking of
different
adding the.
mobs.
I was thinking of. I'm just gonna add monsters. I don't know what mod it is, to be honest. I'm gonna have to look, and we're gonna have to talk about it. But it's just basically at first, it's just explore and find new places or something. We'll probably figure it out. Um, but 100% I will post this. I will do whatever I can to make this happen. All right, I'm working. I'll try my best, you know. But right now, the plan is to fully do this because I want to make a community like that. I want to make a full stream, small content creators, big time. It doesn't matter. But this, I want to do it. And it's gonna be amazing. You can build whatever you want. You can be by yourself. You can be, you know, and there's going to be,
You can be a
there's
hermit if you wanted to.
yeah, you can be a hermit. You can do whatever. But there is going to be rankings in the guild. No matter what, there's gonna be rankings. All right, I'll make sure there's rankings. What kind of rankings do you want to do?
Probably do the anime way, just basically E through S, and
So
then possibly up. Yeah, basically, what we should do is depending on how many layers we want, We should just
Mhm.
go in basically E class, E plus, then D plus, C, then C plus, that sort of thing. I feel like that would make a
Yeah, it could
good
be worked like
stand on
that.
it.
But what I'm trying to do is there's a let's make it let's do a B class, a D class, an A class, an SS class, and then there's gonna be an SS class. That's one of the best fighters and everything. You
Nah,
guys,
it's not the best fighter because that can also implement if you're really good at mining or anything like that.
yeah.
Because it doesn't matter if you're a fighter or not. It's just a whole lot of
Mhm.
let's just say experience because there are
Yeah,
certain things that
experience.
implement that. So that is another key
Thank you
point.
for the
Basically,
follow.
the higher your XP would be, that's your ranking.
Yes,
But what
that's
we
gonna be
do
your
is we
ranking.
do it in an aspect of in the groups of 10.
Yes.
When your level XP is at 10,
You guys can choose. You guys can choose.
basically
You choose your
because
guys'
we all know the whole
adventure.
thing about enchanting gets rid
Yes.
of that and all that. We'll have to find something that can not do anything to that, or what would happen is your rank will be initialed by something else. We'll have to find something like
Yeah,
that, like
we will
a
find a
level
way.
bar,
I think we will find it.
separate from your XP bar,
Yeah, we will try to find a way. I'm pretty
because
sure there's
that would
mods.
also implement your ranking,
Yeah. But like I said,
and there's a lot of things that
all
can
of it
implement that.
all of it we are
If it's
deciding right
being
now.
a merchant,
Merchant, it
being a
could be
hunter,
hunter, whatever you want to do, you can do it. You choose your people who you want to be going on adventures with. If because we're going to make a castle, of course, the first castle. And if you want, it's like, hey, I want to make my own, then go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? We're going to make sure we're going to figure out what we're gonna do. For sure, that's the way we're going to do it. But we're still talking about it a little bit more like we are right now. But right now we're just chilling and creative, trying to talk about it. Just creating builds for our next survival game. And that's pretty much it. Coming with ideas. If you guys have any ideas, then shoot it out. You know, there is gonna be some traders who are gonna give out redstone. Some traders are gonna give out emeralds. Some traders are gonna
not
come
so
out with
much
diamonds.
whatever.
It does.
Nah, because you can
It
get
does
rid of whatever
depend.
you want.
True.
You can do whatever you want, but you're all going to be doing it through the basis of the Adventurers Guild as a ranking system.
Yes, but not. I'm not. But you can trade like anything you want.
And
But
yeah, anything can be traded,
mhm,
anything can be done. You can literally have
yes,
any type of business, any type of accolade.
yeah, pretty
Am I
much.
even saying that right?
Accolade.
I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. I'm pretty sure I'm not even saying that right.
I mean, I think it's
But
understandable.
again, probably like I'm saying this for the third time. Anything can be done from your wildest dreams. You
Yes,
can either make your own business, you can either just be a hunter, you can either just be a medicinal doctor, anything
yeah,
that you can think
anything.
of can be limited in this. But whenever you join the realm, you have to get sanctioned by the Adventurers Guild.
To start off,
Because
you'll
one,
be
if we
hit with
do
the guild.
find something like that in a mod, it would implement a ranking system based on your XP in the game. But again, we all know the whole concept. XP is taken away either when you're enchanting or you die.
Mhm.
Again, when you die, you have to make a new character.
Mhm.
Different skin at least, but probably not even a different skin, probably just a different name, and probably have to pick a different profession, I think. I'm trying to think. Wait.
You can go to the same profession, but you're going to be under a different character, a different persona, and everything. No matter
Okay,
what.
actually, that would make sense. Even if you do die, you can still do the same thing that you want to do. You just have to be under a
Exactly.
different alias and a different skin.
Yep.
Even if you edit it by putting on a hat,
Exactly. You can
you
do
would have
whatever
to
you
basically
want.
change your portfolio.
Mhm.
Ah, another good thing. What you'll do is you'll always have a book and quill on you, and it'll basically be your portfolio, your background, and your name. Basically, your portfolio would be on hand on each character. That's what it'll be.
Yeah. So we were
You
trying to
register
figure.
with the Adventurer
Yep.
Guild.
If I
You're
could,
then by giving your Am
I
I
can.
saying biography? No.
What I want to do that. So I will see if there's a way to contact like Minecraft and all that, so we can implement those mods. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there are mods for that. I'm not for sure. I gotta go through. I gotta see what's going on. I gotta, you know, details, details, details. But for sure, this is what we're gonna be doing.
Again, it could be little mods here and there that might
Yeah,
make up for it.
little mods gonna make up for it. I'm not gonna put like, you know, great crazy details to it. Like make it full realistic. Because some people,
Oh
their
no, we gotta
consoles
keep it
or what?
Minecrafty.
Yeah, some people's consoles can't really handle that. PCs, some,
Strain.
yeah, they can't handle it. But this is gonna be fitted to what's going on, how it's gonna start. But we're gonna start just brand new, no mods, no nothing. We will try to figure it out.
Well, we might need a mod
Yeah,
for whenever
you're right.
it is implemented
Yeah,
for the Adventure Guild, because I feel like there is a mod for that.
there
But if
is.
we don't have anything for that, we're just gonna need a whole lot of creativity power,
Mhm.
creative mode power, and just put a whole lot of pieces of paper and make a whole lot of books and quills.
Yeah.
Because depending on how many people join in, we have to give them all their things.
Yep.
We make sure all their information is up to order,
Yep.
and they
I
just
mean, you don't like
get to
the
it.
server.
We will be okay. I will say, me and Isaiah, we will be implementing mandatory quests that would have to be done.
Yes.
Obviously, certain things have to be done just certain time frame, or you will drop down a ranking.
And if you don't,
Basically, it's like a mandatory task that you can just choose off the board that we will work together as a team
yes.
to implement onto like a community board
Mhm.
on the stream.
Yep. And of
And you
course.
can just choose any one. It could be the hardest thing or it could be the easiest thing.
Yep.
But you'd probably do the easiest thing maybe once or twice more than what the one major thing is.
The
But you
only
have to
people
do
who's
it
gonna be
or you will
doing.
drop a grade. It basically
Yeah.
keeps everyone from not like, oh, it's just a simple survival world. No, it kind of is, but we do want to implement people doing more on the business scale
Yeah.
for trading. Trading is the best thing ever.
Yes.
That's just the great basis of it. But have mandatory quests that need to be done, or you will drop a letter grade.
Mhm. But if you
This feels
guys
like
do
freaking
not,
school all
if
over
you
again.
guys do not hop on for so long, you will be downgraded. Just to let you guys know, you will be downgraded. All right.
And there
That's
are
that.
moments where someone might not be
Yeah.
able
And there's
to,
nothing wrong
which we
with that.
will
There's nothing
explain.
wrong.
It's not so much the hopping on, because if they do have someone
Yeah.
that is able to help them, that's
Yeah.
just friendship. There we go, boom.
Yeah.
But
But
later grade will drop depending on if the tasks that are mandatory aren't met
mhm.
in a certain time frame.
It can happen. But it's not like it's too crazy. You can't, you know. But
But the thing is this, the higher up your letter grade, the less time,
yep.
the more time you have to take care of that situation. Obviously, if you're in the E, you have to do a task once a week in
Mhm.
Minecraft time.
Yep.
Should we have it at Minecraft time or should we have it in real life?
Um.
Nah, hold on. I think what we should do is just Minecraft time. But
Yeah.
if you're rank E, you have to take care of a specific, either a certain amount of tasks
Yeah.
or a big task, depending on the amount you have to do to qualify for, like, you're safe. Okay, you can still do it if you want.
Yeah.
I would say no, 7 Minecraft days to do said task. But the higher up you go, it'll go from 7 days to 14 to about. It will literally go up, I think, a week each time
Pretty
before
much.
you have to
Yeah.
do said tasks. Or actually, what we should do. Nah, for rank E, it's 2 weeks because again, you never know. And plus, this is just pushing everyone in. Wait,
Mm-hmm.
should it be 2 weeks? I think I'm giving people too much of a grace period. Hold on. No, no. You have to do it in 1 week. One, you're risking it, having to do the harder tasks that you possibly can't do with what you have, and you're trying to do it in 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
That's on you. So we try to recommend you doing the easy tasks just to get by, but you can do any task on the community board for any type of advancement. You just have to do one before the deadline. You can do as many as you want, and you can do it multiple times if you want to. It's just you have to do one. If you forget about it, you're going to drop a letter.
Yeah.
But over time, you going up a grade on your letter would have to do certain level tasks, not just little ones. You'd have to be recommended to do a special class of quest at least once.
Oh yeah. At least once, yes, but like, just wanna like make sure everyone can enjoy it also.
Oh yeah.
But that's
Oh yeah,
pretty
that's a definite.
standard.
But
Like,
it would be a community informative thing where we would have everyone in the server informed
yeah,
of this
later on.
change. That okay, we've gone to a certain amount of people. We are going to be implementing a new rule, that sort of thing. But yeah, all in all, you can do whatever you want,
Mm-hmm.
be whatever you want. You will have grace periods before you do guild tasks that are mandatory, or you will lose a rank in the ranking system.
Yeah, pretty much that's all you're gonna be really doing.
Yes, it keeps everyone not in a way busy, but it keeps it
But
not
that's
dull
just the
because someone could just
main
be farming
task.
the whole time. Like no one wants that.
Yeah.
But in a certain given time, I feel like what we should do is ask the community on what classification of quest should be implemented. Like, all in all, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a thing where you have to complete a raid. That's for sure. And for that to happen, what we would do, I feel like what we should do is not let us be involved except for be the adventurers in the Adventurers Guild. Be, what is it? Be the Grandmasters in the Adventurers Guild. We implement tasks,
But yeah.
and we have the creative power to implement raids on certain villages as a task hand. But once you accept it, come to us. We give you the bad omen. Then you head over there and you take care of it. If it's not going like, I'm trying to think, you guys understand what I mean. We will, in a way, be in creative mode, watching, overseeing, being the adventurer guild, and keeping up to date on quests, well-being, rankings, and community quest boards, etc., etc. And that, I feel like that kind of covers it in a way. Isaiah, you there? Oh god, am I muted? You there? Hmm. No, I'm not muted. He's not muted. Why is it saying I'm on PS4? I'm in Minecraft.
But I'll be right back. Give me a second. Keep talking about
Where
it.
have you been?
On an adventure with Narnia.
Of
Give me a
course.
second. Just keep talking about it.
What? There isn't that much to talk about, really. That's kind of the whole basis of it. Already squared away. There really isn't anything else to talk about. Hmm. Yeah. I've applied for that, and I've called them like 5 times. No, they can do online because they have a way you can do. There's an online application you can fill out. Isaiah, you there? Damn. Chad, now you know how I feel. And now I know how he feels whenever he's waiting for me.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All good. I finished the roofing in the
Okay.
tower.
Did you talk about it more?
No, because there's nothing else to talk about. We got
True.
everything
I do
situated all for
apologize,
yeah.
chat. It took longer than it was supposed to. I was helping a buddy out move his
See,
vehicle.
Chad, I was right. I know what I said about him was right.
I went to go help a buddy because he decided to mess up his transmission. So I went to go help him out
Oh
just real
yeah,
quick.
mechanic over here.
Yeah, no, we had to drag it.
Yeah, I
Sorry
was
it
about to
took so
say.
long. Sorry
I
it
was
took
about
so
to
long.
say,
It's on me.
needed
It's
me
on
to
me.
help him throughout high school. Suddenly here knows how to work a fucking car.
Oh yeah, I know how to work a car. I know how to fix one too.
Do you know how to take the radiator out?
Yeah.
How?
Throwing a white guy on it. It works very well.
Throw a white guy on it. He knows how. That always fixes the problem.
Exactly. But yeah, I don't know what he said. I don't know how much he mentioned, but hopefully,
Literally nothing. All of it was
hopefully,
already said.
hopefully, we can get it done.
A lot of hopefullys. Not a lot of action.
You're right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna. What do you think sounds good, Nathan? Like which
What?
day? Would it sound good to start it?
What do you mean?
The server.
What day?
Yeah.
Well, if we're looking into doing the research and getting everything situated, I think what we should do is implement it at the end. I think maybe at the end of August or the beginning of September. Because that's usually how I do it. Or what we could do is implement it in the new... Nah, the new year seems too far.
Yeah.
What we should do is probably by the end of August. By the end of August.
Cause that's gonna be a lot of research.
That is going to be a good amount of time for research,
Cause
so.
the research on it, it's gonna be kind of hefty. And
Hefty, he says.
that research is gonna be in my phone. Oh.
Who's that?
Julio.
Of course. I think that's... I'm looking at all the little details. Hold on.
What's it from?
I think that's everything, Isaiah.
Why does it?
Where's the chicken fingers? The finger of chicken.
Or is it what?
It looks like a barn, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
It kind of does. But that is the plan. So the end of August of this year, hopefully.
Got no screenshot.
So when I get the chance, I'm gonna start researching after I'm done.
The water barn.
McDonald's so fucked up. They be fingering chicken.
What'd you say about my girlfriend McDonald? No. Gotcha. Gotcha.
No, yeah, I wasn't expecting him to say that. I was expecting him to say that.
They finger chickens for these.
$4.
Did you get one?
No.
Carrot.
It's supposed to be 4. Why is there only 3?
My
They
fat ass
fingered
already ate
you.
and forgot.
It fingered you.
Now my fat ass ate it so fast I forgot where it was. I forgot that I ate it.
But yeah, that is the main plan. So end of October, we're gonna implement it because I am gonna create the server so we can build stuff.
Does that look like a finger?
Here's another thing. Sorry, one last thing. Obviously, certain things are going to be restricted when it comes to being built. We all know that one person who's like, let me just build this giant tower of a... We all know what it is. We all know what it is. that people might be building.
He's not a man enough to say it. Do not make cock towers.
Okay.
Make rocket towers.
He said make rocket towers.
I know you're not family friendly, but at least I would like to be.
Oh no, like later on, like we can be family friendly. He's just like
He says later on we'll be family
later,
friendly.
later.
Yeah,
No,
that one parent looks at the first video that you ever produced, and they're gonna see all this, and he's like, "This is what you've been watching at such a
Ready
ripe
E
age of
for
9
idiot.
years old." No.
Okay,
Oh
there
my
is
God.
gonna be rules. All right, 14 and up. That's it. No
14 and up. That's it.
No kids.
Yeah,
No,
because
the
there are toddlers that might just piss people off and might start a war with a 12-year-old. I'm gonna use the restroom. Be right back.
I mean, you can burn them alive, but you know, no Holocaust either. We're not doing no Nazi tower or anything like that. Not too much of a racist server.
Yes, I love the juice. Where are the juices? I just want the shit.
But that is the plan. Hopefully, we can get it done. So, but the plan is I will make the server, so me and him can go start building all this, so it can be ready that day.
I'm glad they fingered these chickens. They're pretty good.
Yo, you're crazy. But that is a plan.
I should call that stripper a chicken.
So that is the main goal of our stuff. I will be streaming on there of the servers and make the stuff so certain people who do see it is know what's going on. They will know what's going on. So
The second tower.
oh fuck, bro.
Damn, they hit the second tower.
My father was such a good pilot. But that's the
Oh shit, I worked today. I got 1 hour. It's because the earlier I go, the more hours I write.
true.
Blah blah blah.
So, but that is the main plan. I will implement everything on there. We're just gonna create the buildings, create what we need. So it should take us that long.
Only your perfect society. He's starting to sound like Hitler.
I'm trying to sound like Hitler, this guy. No, but that server should be coming up the end of October. So we're gonna do a lot. I'm gonna look up a lot of videos, a lot of researches, and I'm gonna do a lot of stuff to try to implement this. If you guys have PCs, fine. By me, any console, PC, anything, you can join the server. But there will be rules implemented into the server, so please follow the rules. Because if you don't, you will be banned. The first time is going to be a warning, but you keep doing it, we're going to ban you. I do not care. That's all I ask. Just follow the rules.
Except for me, right?
Yes. Yes, follow the rules. It doesn't matter if you're my friend or not. Please follow the rules. That's all I ask.
I'm a secret chicken.
No, none of the inappropriate stuff.
Finger chicken.
Figure chicken. But that's the main plan. Hopefully it goes good.
But then chicken fingers are good.
This chicken fingers. So, but we're gonna make a whole kingdom. All right, a whole village, a whole everything. We will be making a portal, a community portal that everyone can go through. Okay, but you're gonna have to like, if you're gonna do a mission to go in there, cool. And we're also gonna make another one to go in the for the Ender Dragon.
And you gotta sacrifice a virgin.
You gotta sacrifice a virgin. Oh my gosh, bro.
I'm gonna get bad.
But like I said again, if you start a war, you can recruit allies. All right, any kingdoms. All right. We need to figure out how many kingdoms me and him are gonna decide.
Ugly virgins don't count.
Ugly versions don't count. No. So we may go up to like 5, or at first we're gonna start with 2 kingdoms, and then we're gonna implement another one, and then we're gonna about at least 6 kingdoms at least.
The kingdom come and the kingdom
At least 6. But no, you did not.
Nah, I did not.
Oh, it's just my work shirt. Never mind. That's fine.
Tastes like sweat. Tastes like hard labor.
So that is the plan. But I will be going live in that realm to get it done. So we can get the. Cause we are really depending on what levels of rank you're going to be. Because I do want to make one rank that's going to be the hardest. It's an SS rank. And when you are an SS rank, you will take difficult challenges and difficult missions. So you guys will have the mission.
Uh-oh.
Who are you calling?
I don't know, my elbow was calling.
Calling who? Oh, my mom.
No, my elbow was clicking stuff, I didn't know.
So like the people who are SS ranked will go in where the elder, what is it called? The elder dragon.
The older dragon.
The older dragon. Where the elder dragon is, I will figure it out. But
Dragon dildos.
there will be a kingdom in there also, and there's gonna also be another kingdom in
Your ass.
the I'm trying to get my point across, and you're not making it easy.
The next kingdom.
The portal, the community portal for going in the. So we'll make a community portal like this. Okay, there will be a kingdom in there also, so you're gonna be in and out to different kingdoms. There will be different trades over there for certain items like the Ender Pearl, the Lytra, not the Lytra, the freaking.
The black one.
The black, this guy. You guys can be whatever you want. You can be whatever character you want, how you want it. But, try to not be 2 races. If you're joking around, that's fine by me. I don't care. But there will be a community portal, so you will have to, have a license to go through. Or, like, we're gonna, like,
But I'm an alien.
for the people who are adventurers can go through. But if you're going through to go trade and stuff, then because we're trying to get that as a guild. But if you're a trader or whatever you're gonna be, you're gonna have a little pass to get through. And that is the main goal of trying to get it ready.
Don't worry, I stopped talking.
So-
You talk.
So, hopefully it goes well in the future. So it'll be a big community and all. But I mean, it should go well. I mean, you can create how your kingdom, how you want to create your own kingdom. If you ever decide to, all right, let's do it, then go do it. That's all on you. And we.
I'm part of some big kingdom. And I have a big rocky in the middle.
This guy. But
No?
no. Oh, that's my train of thought. Oh, that's my train of thought. Oh, that's what I was thinking. The kingdom will be like rules. You can do whatever you please in that kingdom, but try to like, cause we do want some kingdoms who are evil, and we are gonna create like certain people who are heroes, like old heroes. Like let's say we're gonna have full armor for like the heroes who are the founders of the kingdom. We're gonna have it there, and then it'll be 10 like, oh, we're gonna choose the people who are gonna be heroes. So we are gonna make an arena for that. If you want to become like a demon king or a evil king, and you want to do all that, just know you're gonna get attacked by the other kingdoms to try to. They're gonna protect themselves. So.
I got slider to you.
And yeah. So that's the plan.
You gotta sacrifice your firstborn child.
But we are planning on doing this server, and I hope it does amazing. I'm gonna keep saying it. Just try to be kind as much as possible.
Is that code for her? She's server. Plan on doing.
So that is the plan. Try to be nice at first, but then if you like you get betrayed or something, you want revenge. Alright, cool. That's your persona. You're changing your persona to be that character. We are going to be role playing. So make sure you are fully role playing in our server. That's all. That's what we're here for. That's the server's gonna be there for you guys.
I'm here to talk about vagina.
If you guys meet new people who barely joined the server, please try to help them if you can. Try to help them. You know. You could be a bandit. You can be, a knight, leader, adventurer, a king, or a representative to the king. It really does depend on what role you really want and you're good at. And I mean, it's pretty easy. It's pretty standard. It's not bad. If you want to become a princess, that's fine by us. We don't care. But that's our goal. But I will be streaming my server on the build where we're creating, or I might stream it. I may not. It really depends if I want to keep it a secret. I might do that. I might not stream it, so it'd be easier for all y'all, and stream like something like my survival, like I was when I was surviving. But right now we're just chilling, just creating a build. We're gonna create a lot more stuff on here. So it's pretty standard, pretty easy. He like he said, we're gonna make it a way to.
I'm back.
So when I do make the server, we are gonna build. Like I said again, I'm gonna tell him now. So when we go and I'm gonna make the server, okay? We're gonna go in there and build the thing, like the stuff. What I'm planning on, I made another role that if they want to become like the demon king or the evil king, there's gonna be.
Nah.
Hold on. That's not until later.
That can just that can just be something along the lines that they can just do themselves.
Yeah, no.
Because
Let me finish.
if they are, I'm just saying this. you start off
See what he did?
very low.
Cuts
You
me off.
cannot be given a title right off the bat. You make that title. It's literally life.
Sacrifice.
Over time, something might happen, and you might just choose. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be even.
No,
Again, you can do whatever.
I was trying to explain. So later on, like I said, it's like he was saying, when it happens. But I'm trying to say, if that happens, we're gonna have, let's say, the founding, like the people who found the kingdom. Let's say 3 founders. Okay. And then we're gonna have like a little arena war for the heroes who's gonna go defeat him. You know what I mean? Who's gonna be chosen for the next hero job?
You know what? Now that you're mentioning it like that, it could be funny. What we could do is have it to where it's almost like a
He's like this.
pick a name out of the hat.
What?
Pick a name out of the hat sort of thing.
Mm-mm.
Where
We're not
there
doing
are
Hogwarts.
no.
No,
I'm not
you
doing.
are.
No, I am not doing that. I'm just
Hold
saying.
on. We are gonna register. You have to register. Like you have the strongest
You
fighters.
No. You register in the guild. That is the basis of it. That's whenever you
Yeah.
play. That's whenever you hop on. You have to register. So everything's labeled. Everything's situated. That's that.
Cause me and him,
But
me and Nate,
there will be one special role that someone is given for a certain amount of time, depending on what happens. Obviously, you could try to see if you can keep that role for as long as you can. That would be awesome. But one selected role is you will be a evil ruler. You would be an opposing ruler. You gotta make yourself a demon king, the greedy king, anything. But you will be labeled an enemy of the guild. That is literally what you'll be.
and
So
yes,
what you'll
you
do
can
is
have
literally spies.
There's gonna whatever. Like I'm telling you, this is gonna be full role play of it.
But here's the funny thing. Obviously, like Isaiah, like he said, he will. What is it? You said an arena or something like
Yeah,
that, or
our
a.
arena.
Would it be like something like along the lines of not you will obviously the players will supposedly die, but in that moment they will still keep their stuff. They will still keep their things. They won't have to change their alias because in that situation you died in the arena.
If you die in the arena, if you die in the arena,
You don't
just-
change your alias. You
you
don't
don't change it,
restart
you
completely. You just respawn, come back, and grab your stuff. That's the whole situation. However, like he said, the Demon King. What will happen is that eventually there will be a war, or in this case, a giant raid. That raid will determine if said person will stay as or will die. At that moment, a new one will be implemented at a later date.
yeah. But like I said, it could be 2 heroes, 3. I'm planning on making it 4.
No, it'll be 3 because if we're doing 3 kingdoms, it would be the 3. Everything works in 3s.
Just to let you know, I will be choosing one of you guys as the 3rd founder. Alright, one of you. And when I do, I will make you one of us as the spectators. To spectate what's going on, how it's going.
No.
and-
We would just be the guild for registering in the whole basis of everything. But there will be 3 founders that will be in charge of kingdoms. We won't be in charge of anything except for the Adventurers Guild.
Oh no, I'll be in one of the kingdoms. Don't worry.
Oh Lord.
Oh no, I'm gonna
No,
go
the
in.
adventure-
I
no.
will stream on my own server as a different persona. I will become the Demon King. Watch me.
He'll
I
be a
will do
different
it.
persona, he says.
I will do it. I will destroy your. I will make sure I become enemies in shadow if I have.
We would take.
No, think
We
about
would be
it.
in charge of the
No,
information.
think about it. We are the founders of the kingdom, Nathan. We are
I'd
founders.
rather we just be spectators. I'd rather
He's the
that.
founder of the guild. There you go.
Who, me?
Yes. So him right here.
I actually wouldn't mind being the founder of the guilds, be the guild master of the guild association.
I thought yours, bro.
No, it's yours.
Okay.
I would not mind.
You were supposed to say no, it's yours.
Isaiah, you could be a founder of a kingdom. We would just
Yes.
have to get two others be separate, and I would just be in charge of the guild
So
association.
basically,
The guild association.
he's the founder of the guild. He's gonna be like he's still gonna be a hero. He's still gonna be one of the heroes because we're gonna split off. Like, oh, he's the founder of the guild. I'm a founder of a the kingdom. He's founder of the kingdom. All right, he's part of it, but he went to make a guild instead, so to help my kingdom to thrive.
Why is there a chicken?
I threw it in there.
Of course you did.
So that is the plan. So he's the founder of the guild, but he will still be recommended as a hero.
No, I just drove.
So that is the plan. I will make,
Driving. No, don't do that.
like, we will start, I don't know,
I think
When
the end of August would be a suitable time because it does
no,
seem
we could, but
reasonable for
I'm
we
gonna
get the
make
details in.
No, I'm gonna make the server, so we can create the builds and stuff. Like, we're gonna start on it.
That could actually also be good as well. We can just build the server immediately,
Yes,
and then
that's the plan.
it will be officially open for the stream itself
It will be
whenever
open
we get
for
everything
the people.
situated.
It will be open.
Love you. Bye.
Like I said, it's gonna be at one kingdom, and the castle is gonna be big. So that's why I said we're gonna make the server. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that is the plan. All right.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna do. So what we're gonna do, and we were gonna make a village, like a full village, and we have to make walls around, and we have to make
Not a
No.
full village. It would just still be like regular Minecraft.
No,
What we
no,
would
hold on,
have
hold
to
on,
do
hold on.
is
It's
make.
gonna hold on. It's gonna be regular Minecraft, okay? Regular Minecraft. Same thing, same deal, same everything. Okay?
We're only
Hold on. For the
gonna
kingdoms,
build the guild
for my-
association in
yes.
yours
yes, for
because
my
you'll be the
kingdom,
first one.
for my kingdom, it's
The
gonna be
others would
big.
have to be built
Yeah,
by the other.
because that's gonna be the first location of everything. That's how it's going to start.
Actually, more or less, I feel like the
yeah.
guild association should
Yeah.
only be the first location, and
No,
all
it's
the
gonna
others
be-
should
it's
take
gonna-
place
It's going to be
when it fully
in
evolves.
the kingdom. It's going to be in the kingdom. Okay, and it will evolve
in the kingdom.
It will
I'm
be
trying to
in-
think now.
Hold on. It will be in the kingdom. The kingdom is going to be massive. So we be working on one build on a massive scale, and that's where I'm gonna make. What I'm gonna do, if we spawn, I will try to make it, see if it can spawn there. But they will be houses for you guys to stay in to start.
No.
Hold on.
Nah.
Let me finish. Nathan.
Well,
I-
I feel like okay, no. It seems more simple like this. It seems more like this because you're having to start off fresh. If that's the case, we would depending on how many people get on, we would have to make houses for each and every one of them. What should happen is we should have
that's why I'm saying-
tiny guild registries in villages. So what happens is you go to a village, you have a building that you can just get off of, and you register there, and that information will be transferred back to the main one. We'll just have to build one, and then just go to a certain amount of villages around that one, and put in guild registries. If they're too far, we'll make
I gotta
tiny
fight with this
villages.
guy. I gotta
Ned,
throw
don't
hands
fight
with
with this
him.
guy.
I gotta throw hands with him.
I'm the only one who's actually pulling logic, bro.
It's not logic. I'm trying to make this reality. Reality.
Logic is reality, dumbass.
Now look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Reality.
Okay.
It's gonna be in the real world. Oh. Imagine. But, like he's saying, it could do that, but I'm gonna try to make a whole kingdom. Like, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be a big kingdom in one area. Like he's saying, oh no, we can do that. No, I want to make sure you know where you're going. I want to make sure you spawn in that kingdom. So you can go register at his guild, and then later on you can go and do whatever you want. That is the main goal. So when we build it, it's gonna be big, and you're gonna look around, but it's gonna be near the castle to register. If you guys want to be guards at the kingdom, we will make sure we will get you
Again,
guys.
it's all
Hold on.
in good health of what you want to do.
Yeah, it's good health. If you guys want to become a guard for my kingdom, my knights. If you guys want to become knights for my kingdom, then I will make sure you guys are equipped, fed, and you guys can sleep in the castle for my guards, for my knights. Not guards, knights.
Lamest job, say what?
So that is the goal. Like I said, if you guys want to be knights, cool.
Okay, here's another thing. Here's another thing. When you register in the guild,
oh, you dirty
depending
Jew.
on your no. When your status is at a certain level, you will be considered heroes in your own right. You can either be the merchant hero, the herbalist hero, the fighter hero, that sort of thing. At a certain rank, you will be considered a hero, which then you will be given, I don't know, like certain benefits. Not so much, well, yeah, benefits in a way of certain hospitality items, as well as complimentary. But another thing also is that certain kingdoms can also hire you for any bigger supposed like threat or situation. Like if you're really good at solving a certain problem, or if you're really good at slaying or mining, kingdoms can hire you.
That can work too.
That is the situation.
Oh, we just
once you're at a certain level, you can be hired.
I was just playing.
But again, you have tasks you have to do mandatory for the guild for a certain amount of to keep your rank at a certain level. And if you want to, you can hire yourself out for other people in kingdoms for certain quests to make, well, bank or whatever.
Yes.
And
yes, it will.
The whole thing
like
is a bartering system. It is a bartering system where you can trade, but it's also a regular system where mining, gold will be the main source of currency in a way. I'm trying to think of what would be the main. No, I think what would happen is this: each ore of gold. I'm trying to think of this in the whole complex because I'm trying to think of the economics in this all. Gold will be labeled at. Wait, should we just do like a paper money thing? No, because people can counterfeit it.
Because it's like, is it like what's it called? This is like an old like back then, so we can make like coal, can be something to use to sell.
No, well, yes, but you gotta understand the economics. Some stuff are harder to find and whatnot, so it's best if we use something that can be used all around, but you need more of it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, what's the most common thing you can get, and that's coal. But coal, they're all ores, they're all useful. But we gotta look at it as this. Emeralds seem like the most common thing you can use for currency because, again, it's currency in this game.
Yeah.
Emeralds seem like the basis of it. So...
Oh yeah.
That kind of just situates it Emerald you can get.
100%.
Obviously, you can mine it, but again, it is very limited. So I think we'll just allow that. You can
Yeah.
mine it, but emeralds are the fundamentals
Mhm.
when it comes to the game. This
Pretty
little
much.
server. Certain, obviously, every ore being
Mhm.
sold can be used for bartering. Everything can be used for bartering, but
Mhm.
emeralds are the main source of currency. But that just seems fair. Bartering, yes, but unless you can't have anything to barter, you can use emeralds, that sort of thing. Bada bada bada.
Yeah, pretty much. So basically, that's what the plan is. So we can probably talk about it a little bit more when we're making the place. But yeah, it's gonna be a massive scale. I this server is gonna be amazing. I want you guys to fully go and officially and just roleplay. I mean, just roleplay out of your heart's content. Um,
Oh, I wonder if Darth Vader is
but alright. So I might just do that. I might just make the server. So we can build it. I might make it right now. To make it easier, and we'll talk about it.
That works.
I thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. But that's the plan. So thank you for coming. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.